love and light, Sagittarius-Capricorn Cusp Collective. Thank you so much for tuning in to Cusp of Roses Tarot for your Leo season love reading. I am super excited to bring this reading out to you all. I hope it finds you well, safe, and in the highest vibration possible. I am just shuffling up the decks that we'll be using for this reading. Okay. Thank you guys so much for all of your likes, your comments, your shares, and subscriptions, your donations, your reading requests. Guys, you are so amazing and so awesome, and I'm so grateful to resonate with so many of you. Thank you so much for sharing your light with me on this channel. Yeah, and I hope you feel that same light and love that you give me through these readings. Okay, thank you guys just for being so great. Yeah, if you haven't already, please go ahead and hit that subscription button. Join our family here at Cusp of Roses Tarot. We would love to have you, okay? It's absolutely free 99 for you, so go ahead and tap that button. Make sure you also hit the bell notification so that you don't miss any of my readings, okay? I do all of my readings live here, so you don't want to miss out. Make sure you have the proper setting for what works best for you. All right, and here at Cusp of Roses Tarot, we do a quick prayer and moment of gratitude before every single tarot reading, okay? This just gives an opportunity for everybody to ground their energy, be in tune with their own frequency so that they can then be in tune with the messages that are meant for them, okay? So you can engage in this moment in prayer in a couple of different ways, all right? You can pray along with me. You can state your own prayers, affirmations, intentions, mantras, whatever you need to get into alignment with your higher consciousness, your divine source, or your spiritual team. You may also have a moment of silence, okay? Those are all very valid ways of connecting up and in with your divine source, okay? Sorry, y'all, we're just going through these right quick. If you have any questions about how to best interpret this reading, if you're meant to watch this reading, right? Let's say you have Sagittarius and Capricorn aspects in your natal chart. This reading can definitely resonate for you. All that type of guideline information, how to best interpret my love readings is all in the description box below. So go ahead and check that out just so that you are in full awareness and understanding of what's going on here. All right. And if you get confused, feel free to always reference that. Okay. If you have any further questions, you can always email me at cuspofrosestarot@gmail.com. All right. And I'd love to assist you as best as I can. All right. But thank you guys again for tuning in, hanging out with me for this Sagittarian reading. I'm excited to see what comes out for you guys. I've been in your energy for a little bit, and we'll talk more about that a little bit later, okay? I'm just going to finish shuffling up. I hope everyone's having a wonderful week so far. What is it? What's today? Tuesday? Oh, man. Felt like a Thursday. But hopefully your week isn't going as fast as mine feels as it's going, all right? And especially with all the chaos and craziness going on out there, I hope you guys are feeling safe. All right. One last shuffle and we'll go ahead and get started. So choose the method of engagement with our moment of gratitude that works best for you. Again, praying along with me, saying your own prayers, or having a moment of silence all works and is all valid, okay? Choose which option works best for you and we'll go ahead and get started. Heavenly Father, Heavenly Father, Divine Mother, Holy Spirit, Ascended Masters of Light, my own divine ancestral council, and all archangels, thank you so much for being here with me and with the Sagittarius-Capricorn Cusp Collective for this Leo season love reading. We're so grateful that you are grounding us as we speak in our own frequencies and opening us up to the most important messages of love, healing, truth, light, and wisdom for the overall growth, prosperity, abundance, ascension, personal development, joy, and happiness of the Sagittarius Capricorn Cusp Collective. We thank you so much, divine ancestors and archangels, for covering us in your love, light, and mercy, for lifting us up in courage and in strength every single day to face whatever comes our way, with grace, with gratitude, with understanding, with compassion, not only for ourselves, but for others, with honesty and vulnerability and love, light, and wisdom where we can. We thank you so much as well, divine ancestors and archangels, for guiding us to our destiny in this lifetime through signs, synchronicities, and dreams. We ask that all of that communication come in clearly, so that we are not confused. And we are so grateful that everything that you do protects us, carries us to our destined path, and just leads us in a way that is very loving, understanding, and peaceful. And we're just grateful for that grace that you extend to us, not only in this lifetime, but beyond. We love you, and so it is. All right. Let's talk about your energy, Sagittarius, okay? So even in that, wow, okay. Even in that place of prayer, what was that? Cancer and Taurus, okay. You might be dealing with a Cancer or a Taurus. You might have Cancer and or Taurus in your chart. Oh, okay. Let me just do a couple more shuffles. But what I was kind of sensing in your energy, it's this feeling of ice. I don't know. They kept just showing me ice, like snowy ice. So I don't know if maybe wherever you are watching from is very cold, or you might be in winter right now, depending on the hemisphere you are located in. For others of you, I feel like that's just a sign of the season. Winter might be very, very monumental for you. I don't know why they want me to use the word monumental, but that's just the sense that I get. I do feel like for some of you, this ice might be, I just heard coming in from the cold. So like you might be warming up to an idea, warming up to a process, an opportunity, a person. Okay, keep in mind, right? Love energy covers a lot more than just romantic love. So make sure you keep that in mind, okay? And energy is fluid and time is an illusion, all right? So this can resonate with you at any given point. Whenever you feel called to watch it, make sure you do. If you feel called to rewatch it at a later date, please do, okay? Because your energy probably shifted. But essentially, it's just ice. So some of you are like coming out of the cold within a relationship or a connection. Others of you are needing to warm up a little bit to some sort of new opportunity or idea that's been presented to you or that will be presented to you during Leo season or maybe even a little later, okay? Yeah, but that's just what they were giving me. I am getting solar plexus energy a little bit, so you might want to tap in with that. Also, crown chakra energy, definitely, yes. Sagittarians, please get in tune with your crown chakra. Make sure that that is balanced and open, okay? I'm also hearing root chakra for some of you is going to be super important. Yeah, your mental energy, Mercury just flew out, and solar eclipse. So if you haven't already, make sure you check out that Lionsgate reading that I did, because the solar eclipse energy came out as well, and that mind, mental, Mercury energy has been coming out for a few cusps. So you might resonate with something from that Lionsgate reading, okay? That might help or complement this reading that we're about to do. All right. Thank you so much, divine ancestors and archangels. What cosmic energy is here for Sagittarius-Capricorn cuspers? So you got Virgo here. I analyze. You might have Virgo somewhere in your chart, or you might just be harnessing a lot of Virgo energy, okay? Virgo also being an earth sign, your Capricorn energy could just be utilizing the Virgo energy as well. But this is all about analyzing, right? I analyze. Vibration of 18. Okay, you also have Pisces, okay? Pisces could be in your chart. You could be dealing with the Pisces. This says, I believe, right? Vibration of 24. 24 might mean something to you. 6 could also mean something to you. 9 can also mean something to you. So Sagittarians, what I'm really kind of feeling is like this cold energy, because this kind of feels icy here. This feels very cold. Yeah, yeah. So there's a part of you, you could again have Pisces somewhere in your chart, Virgo somewhere in your chart, okay? But there's a part of you that is warming up to some sort of new belief system, new idea, new motivation to believe or to know or to trust in something. You might be analyzing your beliefs this season, okay? Really, yeah, there's something here where you're getting very meticulous or kind of very detailed around your kind of core mantras is what they're, I don't know. That might resonate for some of you, core mantras, or, okay, I guess foundational energy or your core belief system. Some of you might have been exploring different types of belief systems or religions or spirituality practices, okay? And really just trying to figure out what resonates with you, what really makes you feel whole, right? What brings in that spiritual light, or at least allows you to balance out your shadow in a way, right? What kind of spiritual practices bring you that sense of resonance? Yeah, interesting. Okay. Yeah, so you might have been in a very like deep disbelief of something. This could be maybe not believing in love anymore, you know, not believing in something that you used to hold very true or very absolute in your life. That's what that kind of feels like. So doing some sort of analyzing, getting very meticulous about your beliefs, about maybe even how you practice your beliefs, the energy you put behind or invest into your beliefs, right? To turn it into knowledge, into knowing. Interesting. All right. Thank you so much, divine ancestors and archangels. What love messages do you have for Sagittarius, Capricorn, cuspers for Leo season? What do they need to know in love? What's important for them in love this season? What messages do you have? Woo, there we go. Okay. I'm going to flip that over. All right. So our first two out is heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly, discuss your feelings with each other, okay? Then you have religious factors. There goes that belief system check, right? Getting in tune with your spiritual path. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path, okay? Yeah, ooh. And then we also have honeymoon. That's exciting. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Yeah, I feel like for some of you, definitely. For some of you, I was picking this up too in the Pisces Aries reading, I believe. I want to say it was that reading. Check it out though, just because that might also have some additional messages for you. But it was this energy of someone facing their family, facing their loved ones, their friends, and really just saying, this is how I want to live my life. This is what I believe. This is what I practice. This is what it is. And then letting that be it, right? Being very cut and dry with your belief systems towards a family, or very cut and dry in how you see building a foundation or building something or living a lifestyle, right? It's really communicating that truth of that lifestyle and like standing firm in it. Like, this is what I believe in. This is what I'm doing, blah, 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 blah. This is the kind of same energy that I'm getting, right? You're having heart-to-heart conversations with maybe people around you and your friend group and your family, a loved one, lovers, love interests, right? Because you've done a lot of analyzing with this Virgo energy, okay? You've done a lot of analysis of your beliefs and really getting into that alignment, right? Really sharing what has influenced you on your religious path or your spiritual path, right? What religious practices you might want to partake in or you are partaking in, right? It's just being very clear, honest, and excuse me, upfront with what you believe spiritually. And I was getting a lot of fear energy just now. So that might have been a fear of yours, overcoming that fear of just being authentic in your spirituality with whomever you're having these heart-to-heart conversations with. So again, family, friends, lovers, husband, wife, whoever have you, right? And I feel like once you get that off your chest, or once you actually communicate your true core beliefs, right? And you just kind of stand in that, you walk in that, you live in that, you're going to enter this honeymoon period where this enjoy holiday time together could be just together within yourself, right? Finally being able to freely and openly explore some aspect of yourself, right? Without the worry of how it's going to look to other people, how it's going to affect other people, what are other people going to say? I feel like that's melting away. And you're really going to be very blissful and happy in your new kind of sense of freedom with what you believe and your spirituality. Okay. Very interesting. All right, we're going to use the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot to get a few more details here. Thank you so much, Divine Ancestors and Archangels, for these beautiful messages for Sag Cap Cuspers. What do they need to know for heart-to-heart conversations? What does Sagittarius need to know for heart-to-heart conversations for Leo season? Okay. Wow, yeah. Hierophant. So there you go. Explaining your beliefs, laying down that law, standing firm in your spiritual understanding, having that new commitment, expressing this commitment to this spiritual path. For some of you, I feel like this can be even like as intense as maybe going to study in another country that practices the spiritual path that you are now interested in or have been interested in, or there feels like there might be some advancement in that, okay? But really and truly with this Hierophant energy, it's you being committed to your faith, you finding a new commitment to your spirituality in the sense of, wearing it in the 3D, right? Allowing that to be your living by, okay, for some of you, it's living by this new sense of morals or morality that you're needing to really just kind of give either context to or just kind of share and open up about. Yeah, in order to just live in that authenticity, right? In order to really step into your spiritual power with this Hierophant. Some of you might be stepping or embarking on a path of being like a spiritual teacher. You could just be communicating with a Taurus as well. Someone who has Taurus in their chart with the Hierophant. Okay, yeah, we have the Knight of Pentacles, so definitely earth energy. I feel like this conversation or this kind of heart-to-heart energy might last for a while, okay? There might be a lot. For some of you, it's like you might have been holding this energy of what you believe or your true beliefs, or maybe even just your own thoughts, right, around religion, around spirituality. You might have been holding that back. Like I'm getting some sort of like confessional energy here. Like, okay, here's what I actually believe, right? Here's what it is really for me. And maybe, yeah, and I don't feel like you weren't expressing this because you were trying to hide it or because it was like bad. I just don't feel like you had the words, right? I don't even feel like you maybe fully understood the depth of your connection to this spiritual path. So for some of you, this has been a long time coming in the sense of fully being in this understanding, in this sense of agreement with this spiritual path, like acceptance. Yeah. Accepting this spiritual path or your spirituality definitely has taken some time. And I feel like you're now getting to that point where you're ready to kind of live and embark on that lifestyle that might pertain to the spiritual path. Some of you may be looking to have a new beginning in that way. Like, again, I was getting that vibe of, going to another country to study this path or like to invest in yourself in that way. Yeah, it's like with, you also have the Four of Swords here. So you have the Ace of Pentacles with the Four of Swords. It's that sense of moving forward towards a reality that's a little bit more peaceful, moving into something, living in something, right? This tells me there's a move happening. There's some sort of lifestyle change that's going to be more balanced and more peaceful, more in tune again with that spiritual path, right? So you might be telling someone that you love or that you care for, like, hey, I'm going off, you know, I've analyzed, I know what I believe, I'm going to go study something, right? I'm going to go study this spiritual path in another country. It might take time. You might be away for a while, because there might be a deep level of healing that you need, okay? For some of you, that's the case. It's like having heart-to-heart conversations with your loved ones or your family members, letting them know, like, why you are dedicating your life with this Hierophant, dedicating your life to this spiritual path or this religious belief, right? How it's going to change you, the process it's going to take, why you're doing it, right? For the healing in the Four of Swords, to gain some sort of peace of mind. That's what that Four of Swords is all about for me as a reader. Peace of mind. Wanting a new beginning. Wanting to start something new from a space of peace. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. What's the overall for heart-to-heart conversations for Sagittarius-Capricorn for Leo season? Oh. Okay, you got the Lovers here. So this definitely could be happening between you and a relationship partner. Yeah, you in a romantic relationship of some sort. Yeah, really what it is, it's like, yeah, you might be having this heart-to-heart conversation because you might want this person to come along with you on this journey. The Star came out in reverse, which I really don't do reversals, but that's just telling me that it's the reason why. It's because it's like there's this desire to, again, want to feel naked in your truth. Like, you don't feel maybe as authentic or as connected to this spiritual path just yet. So that's maybe why you're having this heart-to-heart conversation to say, okay, like, I want to start something new. I want to begin this. I want to go travel. I want to go study. Okay? Others of you, this is just you having to discuss, again, your truth with your partner, honestly discussing your feelings. Maybe within this connection or in this relationship, maybe you didn't feel like the Star, right? Because it did come out in reverse. Yeah, it's like something was either holding you back from just standing in your truth, or at least holding you back from gaining some sort of peace of mind. Yeah, so if you were going through that, like a spiritual awakening, again, to realize and analyze your belief systems, and now you're in that clear, it's like with that Star card in reverse, that's like how you were feeling. So for some of you, it's explaining to a partner why you haven't necessarily maybe been very outward or very extroverted or just feeling super comfortable in the relationship or in your skin. And it's because you've been going through a spiritual awakening, which has kind of maybe rocked your paradigms or shifted your perspective to a point where how you once expressed, presented yourself, right, is no longer what feels right and what feels natural to you or what brings you peace. Yeah. And I do feel like with the Knight of Pentacles, it's like you've been thinking about this, you've been studying, you've been really doing the work and analyzing why is it that you feel like this Star in reverse energy. You could also be dealing with an Aquarius or someone who has Aquarius in their chart. Also Gemini is here as well. But yeah, it's like explaining to a partner maybe why you've been a little off. And it's because you've been going through this spiritual awakening and it's shifted so much within your life and in your perspective that it's like how you once presented yourself as that Star, it, again, no longer in alignment. So now you're in that process of trying to figure that out with the Four of Swords. trying to think about, okay, well, how do I now want to come back out and present myself now that I am committed to this spiritual path? I'm now in full awareness of why I'm there, right? I'm getting this new beginning with this new commitment with the Ace of Pentacles here. So yeah, it's just needing to discuss this new energy with a partner, and let them know what you've been going through or why you've been a little off lately, okay? Thank you so much, Divine Ancestors and Archangels. What messages do you have regarding religious factors for Sagittarius-Capricorn, cuspers for Leo season? Okay, we got Six of Wands, which I love to see, okay? So again, I do feel like this is victory over that whatever spiritual growth you were going through, whatever that ascension process was. You're coming out victorious on the other end of it, having completed whatever the divine needed you to complete in order to grow, in order to get in alignment with your destiny. With the Chariot energy here, the Chariot's been coming out a lot in our readings. If you haven't checked out our daily readings, please do. They're so awesome. Like, the collective I've been tapping into has been doing some really, really good work. So make sure you check in with that so you can kind of claim some of that energy as well, right? But with this Chariot energy and the vibration of 7, it's this sense of you've gone through something spiritually, you've conquered it, you've been successful in it, you found victory, and now you feel very much so prepared for the next step. Yeah, it's like you were going through this preparation stage, being prepared, being cleansed, being, taught all that you needed to know with this Hierophant energy about spiritual love, spiritual connections, maybe even about the new. This is also giving me like new earth energy. That's really, really random with the Lover's card. Wow, Spirit. Okay. Yeah, it's like you were going through this spiritual change or this awakening to begin something new in the vibration of new earth, in that new earth vibration. Yeah. Which is why then it's like how you presented yourself in the past, right? Before new earth, right? Pre-new earth no longer aligns with that new earth vibration of you. Yeah. And so needing to just have heart-to-heart conversations and honestly discuss that energy with your partner. Uh-oh. Is there a little peeker in here? Yeah. 2 of Cups. So now it's like, now you feel ready. Now you feel prepared. Maybe that was it. There was some, ooh, I like that. Thank you, Holy Spirit. So for this Hierophant, the Lovers, and the Ace of Pentacles, I do feel like whatever you were going through spiritually, this awakening revolutionized or solidified some sort of spiritual understanding around love, relationships, and connections. That's now giving you the opportunity to start fresh and start new. Yeah, some of you really need to watch the daily. Was that yesterday's daily? Yeah, either yesterday's daily, whatever daily has that clean slate energy in it in the title, watch that one. That might have some more information for you, okay? But yeah, it's like all in the name of love, all in the name of building those deep emotional connections. Being able to have deep emotional connections, right? In order to have those deep emotional connections, you have to have a depth of emotion within yourself. So I feel like that was what was being analyzed and explored here. The depth of your own emotions and realizing that there was some misalignments there. And now you're having this victory energy with moving forward and being determined to move forward, determined to stay on your path, determined to be in alignment with your destiny. It's like that's all coming in. You were victorious over whatever it was that you had to kind of grow and nurture within yourself through the spiritual process. And now it's like, yeah, you know that you're destined to be in some sort of connection that might have, it's like, you're destined for a connection. Again, whether this is friends, family, love interests, community, right? Connecting with an occupation or a job, right? Maybe even just the spiritual path, being in union now with that spiritual path with this 2 of Cups. I also feel like for some of you, Your love life is going to be, your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual past. So there's some sort of spiritual connection to your love life, which could have also jump-started this whole analyzing your beliefs, right? So Holy Spirit put you through that process of analyzing what you believe so that you can get in alignment with this love interest, love life, love connection, relationship that is based in or fueled by or supported by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. I hope that makes sense to somebody out there. Oh boy. Thank you so much, divine ancestors and archangels. What do Sagittarius-Capricorns need to know about honeymoon? Oh, something wanted to come out. What messages do you have for Sag-Cap-Cuspers for honeymoon for Leo season in love? Thank you. So we got Justice here. Ooh, okay, with the 9 of Wands. And an overall Page of Swords. Okay. Let me just make sure there's nothing else like... Okay. Yeah, so again... This Justice energy here for honeymoon. Yeah, it's like... Oh, that's... Oh my gosh. I could cry right now. That's really beautiful. For some of you, having this victory energy... with whatever spiritual process you just went through and hopping on this chariot, it's the justice. It's like you're bringing yourself justice in some way. Yeah, it's like you are ushering and facilitating the justice over your own guarded energy. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, it's like... I'm also getting the sense of peace with the Justice card. Finally gaining that peace and feeling like you can let go of the past. Yeah, like you can finally let go. Like okay. The Knight of Wands is that wounded warrior energy, right? You've been through a lot. You've fought a lot, right? From that 7 of Wands, right? So let's talk about it. 6 of Wands, you gain that victory. You come home, right? You're off. That's kind of the imagery. You go off to fight a battle. You come back to your hometown. There's a big celebration, right? Then you move into the 7 of Wands. Now you're a seasoned fighter, right? Because you have a victory under your belt. Then you get to the 8 of Wands where there's a lot of communication. There's a lot of movement, right? Maybe there's a lot of other battles to attend to. You pick up in that energy. And then this is the 9 of Wands. Now all the battles have been fought, right? You're feeling a little bruised. You're feeling a little battered. You're feeling a little bit worn out. And this is an energy I feel like, Sagittarians, you've been carrying for a while. Again, throughout that spiritual awakening that you went through. Okay? And now you're gaining the justice to come out of it. You no longer have to carry that wounded warrior energy or just the wounds of the past. Yeah. And now it's like the Page of Swords energy where you get to reformulate new thoughts, think, this is also an analytical card. Yeah. It's like you come into that awareness of why you had to go through that spiritual process, why, maybe... Yeah, why you had maybe to learn how to be a little bit more analytical or critical of what you believe, right? Because I do feel like there was some beliefs that you were holding up that were contributing to some sort of pain or discomfort as you were going through this spiritual process. And now it's like you're in awareness now. It's like now you know how to... Yeah, it's like now you know how to bring yourself justice. Like I can't pull away from that. For some of you, you've learned how to allow the divine to work on your behalf as opposed to bringing in your own justice. You gave it to the divine. Yeah, you put all your burdens, this 9 of Wands energy. You brought it to your angels, your guides. Yeah. brought it to your angels and guides, and then now being able to speak your truth clear and more blunt and express yourself. Like I said, yeah, being able to articulate and have that heart-to-heart conversation of, okay, this is what I was going through. This is why I was feeling like the star in reverse, right? And now it's like you're new. This is like a newness, this honeymoon energy. Feeling as if, like, with this Page of Swords, it's like now you're understanding the messages that are coming in a little bit more clear, right? I also feel like you're a little bit more quick to analyze what maybe people say and or do around you. I also feel like this is like you now being able to see like a new vision. Luna Love. Hi, Luna. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for saying hi as well. Hello, hello. Yeah, I feel like it's this new sense of vision that you've gotten. It's like now you're able to see how to bring yourself justice in any moment. Wow. Yeah, it's like overcoming that need for someone else to bring you justice, especially in romantic relationships, and finding ways to now initiate and activate that justice within your own life without having to maybe get an apology. Like, that's kind of what I'm getting, like, without having to get an apology, without having to get some sort of reconciliation or, you know, a better understanding or some closure. It's like you can now bring yourself closure and justice and peace, and that's that honeymoon energy. Now, no matter what you are doing, where you are, who you're with, you can find that space of peace. Yeah, you can find that space of peace and balance by just being more truthful and maybe even just a little bit quicker to just say how you feel. For some Sagittarians, I feel like that might have also been an issue. Maybe even with analyzing this belief, it's like, yeah, it's like this is the new energy that you are going to approach this new path that you're wanting. It's like taking that time to analyze what comes in. Maybe not being so quick to maybe rush and go, especially with that Sagittarius energy. That fire, that impulse to just, okay, it feels right, I'm going to just go for it. It's like now you're stepping into this Page of Swords. Well, like, well, let me take my time. Let me analyze it. Let me get to the truth of the matter. I want to, you know, let me stay in that method of learning and never fully, yeah, it's like not saying yes or no too quick. Now you're going to say, okay, let me think about it. Let me sleep on it, right? And then do your analytical work to see if it aligns with your beliefs and then come back. Yeah. I kind of want to pull one more card. Let me see. Please clarify this Page of Swords. Thank you so much. Yeah. Six of Swords. Exactly. Now you're learning how to analyze, understand, you know, kind of pick apart what's going around you and going on around you so that you can move on to peace mentally. Yeah, I feel like there's no longer going to be any energy that can come in and put you back into this Nine of Wands vibration where you're super guarded, super, you know, a little sensitive, right? Just a little not as compassionate, right, towards others. Just feeling very wounded, just very tired and exhausted. No more. What I love about this is like the honeymoon and the Six of Swords is almost kind of like the same card, right? Moving away in that boat to calmer waters. Yeah, being able to calm your own energy now because you're able to analyze. You can kind of critically think at a new level or with a new awareness. Yeah, with this spiritual awakening that you just went through. So so all in all, I do see that there is victory in heading towards some sort of destined connection with the Chariot and the Two of Cups. That's a destined connection for me. So if you're wondering and you're worried, like, okay, am I ever going to find somebody? Absolutely, you are. You just have to remain on your spiritual path. You have to remain doing your work. Stay doing that, analyzing your beliefs, right? Stay transmuting this 9 of Wands energy into 6 of Swords energy, right? Where you're no longer overthinking or overburdened, right? Or just super guarded. You're able to just move on from things that don't feel right for you calmly and peacefully. Yeah, and you're able to look at situations with fresh eyes now with this Page of Swords. Able to analyze or look at something with a fresh sense. Able to see justice. How to bring about that justice a lot clearer. Okay. Awesome. Let's go ahead and check in with our spirit animals and see who is here for the Sagittarians. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and hanging out. If you like this reading so far, make sure you give me a thumbs up, okay? It helps out. And again, I'd love to have you as a part of my family here, so make sure you subscribe too, okay? Thank you so much, divine ancestors and archangels, for being here. Okay, we got antelope spirit. Life is speeding up. Vibration of 2. Yeah, it's like you're speeding up now. Coming out of this awakening with the Hierophant, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Lovers. Now I feel like there's this new awareness of connection, new awareness of divine love. Okay? New awareness of your own spirituality and own spiritual beliefs. So life is going to definitely pick up once you have this heart-to-heart conversation, or once you get whatever this is off your chest, okay? Yeah. I'm also getting this sense of grace with this antelope energy. I feel like there's going to be an opportunity for you to really move forward in a very graceful manner. So if that was maybe a worry of like, is this going to be kind of awkward? Is it going to be a weird conversation? I feel like it's going to be just very like, for some of you, yeah, it's going to be exactly what your partner needed to hear and understand in order for you guys to move to the next level, which is why then your life would speed up, right? For others of you, when you were going through that spiritual awakening process, it felt like time was very slow, but now that you're coming to the end of it and you're getting your victory here, things are going to feel a lot faster. Time is going to feel a lot faster. Okay. Thank you so much, divine ancestors. Any other? We got, ooh, I haven't seen this one in a while. Whale spirit. Vibration of 65, breaking down to an 11. Okay, another 2. 11 also being a self-mastery number. Trust the great mystery. Yeah, for some of you, you're really wanting to know who this destined connection is, and divine is keeping it from you. I don't know how you feel. Actually, I know how you feel about that. That's probably really aggravating, but trust, okay? Whale spirit, there is this sense of like blueprint. Just life pattern, destiny, something that's just been written. Yeah, it's like, you know, whales, it's like they are very mysterious animals, right? We don't really know what they do all day in the ocean, right? And we're very blessed if we're able to see them breaching or, you know, coming up to the surface or getting closer to shore. So it's just that sense of mystery, like not needing to know everything. It's almost like a counteraction of that Virgo energy of not needing to analyze every detail, not needing to know every step that's going to happen, to just be a little bit more free and a little bit more open with the divine, with the universe, to allow the universe to surprise you. That's kind of what I'm getting. This destined connection might be a surprise. Yeah. Okay. Any other spirit animals here for Sagittarius-Capricorn cuspers for Leo season? Any other spirit animal messages for Sagittarius? Ooh. Oh, yay. Otter spirit, 42. Okay. This is the vibration of you are never alone. Yeah. Definitely that 2 of Cups. This is definitely like a 2 of Cups card for sure. Otters. I believe otters mate for life. Like they find a mate and they mate for life. I think they're one of those animal species. But they're very affectionate. They're very, very cuddly. They love cuddling with their with their partner. So it's just understanding that there is somebody out there for you, okay? There is somebody out there who is going to kind of take away that loneliness in a sense. And I don't feel like, Sagittarians, that you're lonely. I just think it's that maybe a little bit of fear or doubt of, is there somebody that can understand my spiritual path, that can understand my religious upbringing, that will be able to support me through all that that path entails and requires, right? Like, I feel like that's that analyzing part, right? Is there somebody out there who can accept all that comes with this spiritual path? And there's that confirmation right there of absolutely, yes, there is. Okay. But it is a mystery. And I do feel like the divine is going to keep it a mystery, like literally until you need to know, until that moment comes. Okay. So try not to stress out or worry too much about who or the what, right? Or the when or the where. Just stay on your spiritual path. Keep your beliefs in check, right? Make sure that you're operating out of your higher knowledge and higher consciousness as much as possible. Okay? Yeah, and you're going to be moving. Yeah, you're definitely going to be moving into a much more calmer, peaceful, more loving space. A new loving chapter in your love life, okay? So if you are with somebody, this does feel like a renewal within that connection. If you are not, okay, this is a connection coming into you. Starfish spirit at the bottom, open to infinite possibilities. Exactly. Trust the great mystery. All right, so things are going to start picking up for you, Sagittarians, as we head into Virgo season. But for the rest of Leo season, again, this can resonate with you whenever, right? I tend to channel anywhere from 2 weeks to 4 months out, so keep that in mind. But I hope you found this reading helpful, insightful, and filled with confirmation for whatever you have going on in your current life right now. I am sending you so much love, light, courage, and strength to keep going, right? Don't stop on this spiritual path. Really embrace everything that's coming into you. Embrace the mystery of this destined love. All right, and I will see you all in our next reading, okay? Namaste.